There we go. Man, for some reason, I always have trouble logging in. Just get that spinning wheel. We got a lot to discuss today. And Andrea, New Life, you're always welcome to cruise over. If you do decide to come over, use your key to come in. Okay, just letting y'all know. We're going to talk a little bit the residency. Okay, the 5-year residency. A friend of mine, I call him a friend, and I trust the guy. His lawyer was telling him something different than my lawyer was. If you look for information online, that's completely different. The best thing I could tell you guys, I'm going to go back to, go see a visa immigration lawyer, and they'll take care of it. Okay, that's it. I don't want to confuse anybody. It was just something weird that really came up. So let's see here. Oh, I want to talk about things are happening right now in the States that's not going to affect coming over here. But for flying inside the U.S., I don't know if you guys all realize, but Real ID comes into effect May 7th. That's for domestic flights in the United States. And what that is, they started coming up with it in 2005. And what it is, if they start putting on driver's license, if you look in the upper right-hand corner of your driver's license, if you see a star, you're good to go. Okay, that is the U.S. travel for U.S. travel. That's the Real ID. If not, there are still other options. You can use your passport for domestic flights, and you'll still be able to fly. But supposedly, this takes effect May 7th for domestic flights inside the United States. And like I said, you could still use your passport if you don't have that star in your license up top. Now, that's why when I go back and touch on, even if you don't plan on traveling, guys, I highly recommend get your passport because you never know. Okay, so get that passport done. So you're going to need it one way or another, and it's always good to have. It's another form of identification, so that'd be really good. Also, the ETIAS, I'm going to spell it out for you, ETIAS, and that's for the Schengen zone. It keeps getting delayed. It was supposed to come out this year. Now I understand it's been pushed back to the third quarter of 2026. What I did do is I went to the site and I put in for the newsletter that's going to be sent out to me, any changes to it. So I'll try to let you guys know. So besides that, let's see what we got here. Yeah, always take a few minutes for it to catch. Yeah, Andrea, I'm stunned at that. I just can't believe that. It gets frustrating. Spider, hey, how you doing? Very good. Hi again, and hi to you. And Spider saying hello to April. April will be in the chats, hopefully. She's under Zam, for those that don't know. So we have a lot of things coming. Andrea had a heck of a hike today. I seen some beautiful pictures that she took in the mountains, and her and Jesse even found a cave. So really looking forward to seeing that. We got changes coming up for me in April, too, very soon. I've mentioned it in videos. I'm going to Poland, Krakow to be exact. And April's going back to the States. She's going to be stateside. Her dad's sick, so she's going to be spending a good 3 weeks with her sister and her father. So I'm taking out to Poland. I always feel a little guilty traveling without her. You know what I mean? Especially a place that I've never been before. So I've never been to Poland. But when she comes back, we got a lot of things coming up. I'm going to be going to Hungary, Budapest to be exact. I'm going to take her there. We got plans for Corfu. We got plans for Bari, Italy. So I always tell people there's a lot of people coming out. Want to have a cup of coffee with me, and I'm blessed to meet a lot of you. I really am. But I always have to say now, if I'm in town, if I'm in town, I'd love to meet you. Okay, but I can't promise you where I'll be. So hopefully, we can hook up. Spider, getting closer to going to Albania. Very good. Getting nervous, trying to get rid of my possessions fast enough. Dude, I feel you. Man, that especially when you get down to 1 month to go, it just felt like a sprint towards the finish line. You're just jettisoning stuff. So I feel you with the nervousness. That last month, people want to say goodbye. Meanwhile, you're trying to get rid of stuff. You're doing things. You're putting things together. About to hit a foreign land. So I feel you. But you can do it, man. I have faith in you. Yeah, it was a really cool adventure. Sure looked like it, Andrea. Look, just like it. Hi, I'm Simone. I'm considering living in Albania. What's the temperature now in Pograd? The nights are so cool. Like today was in the 50s. A lot of times at night, down to the 40s, sometimes upper 38s, but we're breaking out now. You can see spring's here. Spring's coming. I can look at all the rose bushes. You can see them budding up. So spring is here, man. It's a good time to come out like right now. There's Andrea's at 99.4 degrees Celsius. Yes. And is Celsius that's how much? Yes, that's in Celsius. That's in Celsius, what she was saying. Diane, I'm going to have to blow up this. My eyes are so bad. That's why I can see the chat. Okay. Diane, good morning. Working on getting my dental implants done in Lake Ora, Macedonia. Very good. Yeah, the dental over here is very affordable and very good. So a lot of people come to this part of the world just to get the dental work, you know. So good for you. I'm horrified of dentists. I had an accident when I was a child. I had plastic surgery done, my bottom lip, teeth smashed out, and so I still have that childhood fear of dentists. I'll probably never break that, but I'm due to be going there. Annis Roberts, how many boxes or suitcases did you bring? 4 suitcases, 2 backpacks, and that was it. That was it. Okay, that's hard to do. I admit it. And April left a little bit of stuff at her sister's place, but it's hard. You know, but 4 suitcases, 2 backpacks, and that's it. And now, once we're here, we bought this place. Now we're starting to regather stuff because a lot of stuff that we left behind we had to replace, such as, even though this place is fully furnished, pots and pans. The reason for that is it just takes up too much room in your luggage. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff that you got to replace. Let's see. There's my wife commenting. 2 suitcases for Carmen. We had 2 large check baggage, 2 carry-ons, and 2 backpacks. And now we've got more stuff, though. Most of the stuff that we're getting, a lot of kitchen stuff, like I had to buy a ladder. I'm rebuying some tools, you know, that I didn't bring. It takes up too much room in luggage, you know. So there are things you got to replace. Another thing that I do want to talk about, gosh, and I like watching them, but I realize a lot of times when you see videos, you know, they'll say, hey, live here for $600 a month. You know, it bothers me because a lot of times you're going to have months where you're just going to blow open, you know, what you think you're going to spend that month. This month's going to be brutal on me in April because I'm sending her back to the States and, you know, and I'm going to Poland. So it's very hard just to say, live here for $600, especially when you first get here, you get away from that Airbnb. Now you're going to go into long-term rental. They're going to want first month, last month, usually a deposit, you know, so setting things up does cost a little bit. Okay. So I don't want to just tell you, move here for $1,000 a month. No, it's not quite like that. I would say a couple can live well on $2,000, you know, and that's having a little extra coin to throw around a little bit. That's not living tight, but you can do it for your $2,000. You can blow past $2,000. One of my subscribers, I can't remember the gentleman's name. I wish I could. Very smart. He was in the city of Elbasan, which isn't a big tourist season, a tourist city, but because of that, his rent for a fully furnished apartment was only $200 a month. $200 this year, $200. And so he's using that as a base so we can travel to different cities as well as different countries. Very smart, very smart. So there are lots of ways that you can save money. Susan, good morning, everyone. Did you guys take Albanian language courses before you left the U.S.? If so, what company? No, we did not. We tried to pick up a couple words stateside, and then over here we're still struggling with it. April's looking up teachers now to be better. The best thing I can really tell you: learn the polite words, please, thank you, goodbye, a greeting, hello, and start there, and you'll see a smile on their face. They appreciate that, you know. And then you'll pick things up. We use Google Translate a lot, and if I really need help, I basically look for someone who looks like they're 30 years old or younger. And they're usually very fluent in English. So it works out really well. Vasco. Hey, my friend, how are you? Doing good, buddy. It was really good to meet you. Met him in Toronto. Really nice guys. Got family out here. So, yeah, man, we're doing really good. Doing really good. Bought a place here in Pocodas and loving it, man. You know, a little bit slower pace than Toronto. So perfect, man. So things are going well. How are you? You know, went back to the States. I know your family's still here. You still got a lot of family here. So it was great meeting you, man. I really liked it, man. Did you have a bad winter there? No, we had snow once. It lasted a couple of days. A couple other days, it came down to the bottom of the mountain, but didn't quite hit the city. You know what I'm saying? So no, it really wasn't bad. Hans Ramos, did you notice any inflation since you arrived? What's interesting, and my wife can tell you about it, when we started really studying moving out here, this is like 2019. And April was seeing apartments going for $400 a month in rent, nearly doubled since 2019. So it does seem everywhere in the world coming out of COVID, seeing the inflation go up. Since we've been here, no, because I moved to a smaller city where it's cheaper than Toronto. You know what I'm saying? So, Vasco, how's it living in Pocodas? I love it, man. as you would say, havash, havash. Very mellow, very nice, very laid back. People are cool, a lot slower pace than Toronto. Not as crowded, so I really like it here. The wife loves it here too. Right on top of North Macedonia, we pop into Ohrid a lot, stuff like that. So I shouldn't say a lot, but pop into North Macedonia, so it's great. Vasco, nice to meet you too. Yeah, man, it was nice day. I love meeting you. You're a nice guy. You're very helpful to me. So thank you. Elio, hi Patrick, how you been doing? Good, man. You doing all right? Excuse me, a little bit of allergies. Elio, met you too. So yeah, man, everything's going good. We just got a lot of things coming up. We're about to take. We're going to go. My wife's plane flight is in the very early morning. Okay, so we're going to spend the night in Toronto at a hotel right across the street from the airport. A friend of mine, Jeff, was telling me the construction going on at the airport. Yeah, get there the day before if you can. So we're going to be staying overnight. Put her on her plane, and then the next day, I leave for Poland. Okay, so that'll be it. I think we're getting snow in a couple of days. Really, Andrea? Wow. Wouldn't surprise me because it's kind of going back and forth. But I believe you, girl. Hey, if you want to come over, you can come over. Okay. If you want, just let yourself in with the key. Okay. What do you think about corn? Great. Oh man, is that delicious? Wife loves it too. Yeah. So we've had a few of those. So sounds excellent. Really good fish, buddy. Really good fish. Jazz sounds. I checked into repositioning cruises and they seem pricey. I don't know. How much? Oh, there's somebody calling me. Said I can't talk right now. So I had to let him go, but I'm not going to take a phone call while I'm with you guys. Do repositioning cruise, but you get like the drink package, and there's more to it than just the money. Let me answer this question real quick, and I'll get right back. How expat resources in Poconos rather move directly there to get a lower rent, mellower environment, but the recommendation always move to Toronto at first. Yeah, because everything you need is in Toronto. Everything you need is going to be in Toronto. It's a good place. To first get here, visit other cities. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Like we went to a lot of other cities before we moved to Poconos, and I'd recommend that. I would really recommend it. Back to that repositioning cruise, it just checks so many other boxes, buddy. Versus flying over here, you're not going to have jet lag. It's like taking a vacation to get to your vacation. It was a 12-day cruise. I highly recommend it versus being stuck inside of a plane, ready to kill somebody by the time you're done. Andrea, I'm going to miss y'all. We're going to miss you too. Okay. We're going to miss you a lot. So you and Jesse. So looking forward to your videos, by the way. And these Roberts, it's happy to come back or she'd rather stay in the US. No, she'll be coming back. She'll be definitely coming back. Her dad's real ill. So she's going to spend most of the month of April in the States. So I want to make sure to send her back. Andrea, might drop in. Yeah, you're always welcome, girl. Vasco message redacted. That's all right, buddy. You can always come back. James Davis, hello from Panama. James, I looked hard at Panama, man, hard. I hope you're enjoying it. Their retirement visa, pensionado. I'm curious, did you get that? Are you getting that? How you digging it? I looked at Panama really hard, really hard. Let us know what you think about it, man. Tell me about it because I'd love to hear more about it. And like I said, excuse me for this cough. We got so many things coming up besides Poland. Besides, we're going back to States. We're going to go to Hungary. I want to take her to Corfu. I've had people ask me, why don't you go to Corfu now? April's got a lot of Greek blood in her, so I don't want to see Greece without her. So I'm not going to do that. So once she comes back, we're going to do that. What's cool is the journey getting there. Like from Durrës, you can take a ferry trip over to Italy, to Bari, Italy, which I want to do. And then from Saranda, you can take the ferry to Corfu. So a lot of it's to not just being there, but the trip over there, will be great, So part of it's a journey, so it'll be great. James, my wife is going back to Texas on the 9th. Mine too, or the 8th, I should say for her. So so she's going back, spend some time with the family. Vasco, do you know that Lake Ohrid Lake is the deepest lake in Europe, and the corn fish is raised only in that lake? Yes, beautiful, one of the oldest, one of the deepest too. I'm told though, and I'm not sure you would know better than me, Vasco, because you're from here, but I was told there's one other lake in Russia or in Asia that has it, but I could be wrong. Jeff, Hey, sorry I'm late. It's all right, Jeff. I think Jeff, I think you're in Toronto now, right? I think so. Yeah, you were. Yeah, I just saw your video, as a matter of fact, and you were warning me about the airport, and I appreciate that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to stay the night there, the night before. We picked a hotel just walking distance, to get there. I hear someone at the door. It's Andrea. So I got to get the chair ready here for her. We got the sound. Hang on now. Scoot over. So we'll adjust the camera. She gets seated here.
Thanks for the invite.
What's that?
Thanks for the invite.
Oh, I was afraid to invite you, earlier because I know you did that big hike today.
Yeah,
so
that's a big one.
Let me back this up. Okay, now I can drop it. All right, or I guess so. You can see that. Excuse me for that cough. Okay, shrink it a little bit. Move it over if I can. We can switch seats if you want.
No, we're good.
You sure? Okay. All right. James, been here for 2 years. Fantastic, man. Was it Panama everything I keep hearing it was? Because I heard so many great things about it, man. So I was this close, really pulling. But April really didn't want to be in South America. She wasn't comfortable with it. Happy wife, happy life. Okay. And this is Jeff. Jeff was just in Toronto, or he is in Toronto, I should say. No,
Jeff.
Yeah. So tell me about your hike.
Oh,
the pictures were beautiful.
It was really cool. Working on the video now. It's taken a lot of work to get the video put together. But it was really exciting.
That cave looked cool. Cave looked cool.
We didn't know that was up there because I had watched a few videos on this hike and no one showed the cave. Right. So we had no idea that was even there. Yeah, it was really cool. We took a cab there, but then the cab driver couldn't make it up the mountain because the roads were really beat up. So he ended up pulling over and he walked us up the mountain and he thought he knew a shortcut and he was wrong.
Famous last words.
So it was, I'm going to post all of it. It was a lot of fun though. And it was just really cool. Just
very cool.
Amazing views.
Now, did you say the cave had a different entrance on the other side of it?
Yes.
Right
so the cave went right through the mountain, through this plateau.
And it didn't look man-made. It wasn't man-made, was it?
I don't know. It was very square. Okay. It looked like it could be. It could possibly be.
Okay.
I'm not really sure.
Didn't look that way. All right. So what do you got planned now? I know you could think about going to Corcha.
Yeah. So we're thinking about going to Corcha tomorrow, and we might still go if we're not too tired. Today was a lot more strenuous than we thought it was going to be.
I bet. Yeah. That's why I kind of left you alone, but then you popped out. So. Well, this one's for you.
Andrea, you are leaving Albania, or why did you say I'll miss you? Oh, Patrick and April are leaving for a few weeks. I'm going to miss them.
Yeah, that's why. So, very good. Jeannie, hi from the U.S. How you doing? Thank you for coming on. We both very much appreciate you. Trying to catch up on Andrea's travels today, so it was good. So you are for sure going to Corcha tomorrow or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Not for sure, but we really want to go just for something to do. Plus, I want to get used to using the buses here in town.
Right, I got to get better at that.
Yeah, I know. We spend a lot of money on these cabs, and I really want to I want to find out where the bus station is, get comfortable using them to go back and forth. Apparently, it's only $1.50.
To get for the trip up to Corcha.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah. So
we did take a bus to get to Skodra from Toronto. That was like 2.5 hours, and it costed us $7 a piece.
Yeah.
That's it.
That sounds about right.
Right.
Yeah. So we really need to get comfortable with that.
Yeah, me too. I'm just as guilty. You want to take that one?
Cave was probably built when they made all those bunkers, maybe.
Ed. Actually, that's pretty logical.
Yeah, because we saw several bunkers, in the hills over there. So yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
No, I didn't even think of that. But from your picture that you sent me, it looked.
So I think the first part of the cave was natural, and then I think they made a connection, like
okay.
You know what I mean?
They expanded on it.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. When do we get that video?
Hopefully tonight. I've already started putting it together. It's hard for me to stop once I've started.
Cool. And I don't know when my next video is going. I do got that drilling one that I've been sitting on that I can send out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but other than that,
are you still editing it or what's up?
No, it's up. I just got to post it. To be honest with you. But we'll see how that goes. But other than that, once I get to Poland, it depends on my internet.
Yeah.
What it's going to be like, so I'm going to try to post from there. I might have to wait till we come back before I can set up a video. I hope not.
You can't because we're going to be so anxious to see them.
I know. I feel you. Jeff, buses are super easy. Just show early and grab your seat. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what it is? I admit it. The only thing with buses is going to take you to a bus station where a cab will take you right to where you want to be.
Yeah.
This?
And that's why we took the cab today, because I didn't think we'd find a bus that would take us into this odd spot in the mountains. But it was pricey, you know.
Gotta get Jesse in
Bring
this
it
picture.
in, Jess. Oh, there you are.
There.
Oh, no,
Okay.
no, that's intimidating.
There. Now you can just see Jesse.
There, perfect.
Let's see. Okay. James, here in Panama, we got a lot of discounts with Jubilero restaurants. Yes, I heard that with the Pensionado visa. I heard that you get discounts like that too, because they're really trying to draw in the retirees, buddy. So thanks. Even on cell phones, you get discounts. Okay, wonderful. From there, are you able to travel around different cities? Is the bus system good? How's the public transportation stuff like that? Andrew, this was for you.
Andrea, did your health keep improving since you arrived? I saw your channel that you had health problems back in the U.S. So yes, they have been continuing to improve. One of the things that has surprised me is since I've moved to Pocardetch, I think my lungs are actually healing. I was hoping to stop them from getting worse, but I think they're actually getting better. I was able to walk by traffic for a couple hours the other day, and I didn't have any inflammation in my lungs. So I think they're actually healing.
Yeah, thank goodness he was starting to have some trouble in Toronto.
Yeah,
a lot of times with air pollution. But
yeah,
up here,
I couldn't even go outside after a while.
Right, up here it's known for its clean air. You know? But Jess, I was telling your mom your video, your pictures will look awesome on your.
Oh, I sent them some pictures from our hike today.
Oh yeah, it was really nice. It was high up. It's just the camera doesn't know how steep it really was.
Right.
Up there.
It doesn't do it justice.
Right, won't do it justice at all.
Yeah.
Actually, she's happy with you.
Oh, thank you.
So good to go. We'll take care of her. We'll make sure she's all right. She'll be okay. But let's see what else we got going on. Forgive me for this coffee, guys.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling actually really good. It's just I just got this.
Yeah.
Hello, Patrick from the city from Kosovo.
Oh,
that's another place we plan on visiting really soon. I hear it's quite beautiful. I hear the people are fantastic. So I look very much forward to it. I can tell you're a local because you spelled Patrick without the K. No, and I guess that's the way they spell my name over here is without the K.
We don't need the K.
Yeah, it's overblown.
Yeah.
It is. James from in Panama, public transportation is amazing throughout the country. I've heard that, man. I'm telling you, we were that close to pulling it off. You know, I don't know if Jesse's coming back here.
I don't know where he went. He just kind of disappeared.
Let me go out here.
You got nervous.
Maybe you got nervous. I don't know. I got to make this so my old eyes can still see. Let's see. My eyes are glowing now. Talking about me or Andrew?
Pretty sure she's talking about you. No, but thank you.
Let's see. I'm happy for you. She's happy for you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, so she's doing really good. So yeah, Kosovo. That's another place we got to go.
Yeah.
You know,
There's
so
a
many
long
places.
list of places I want to
Me
go.
too.
It's hard to try to plan where to go next. I did book a cabin in Theth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's just north of Skodra.
Yep. So the weekend after Jesse leaves, I figured that's going to be my first weekend alone. So I'm going to be sad to not have him to go hiking with. So I figured I'd better do something to stay busy.
That's just good. And the videos I've seen of that place are just staggeringly beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, if you guys get a chance, look up on YouTube, look up Theth. It's just north of Skodra. A lot of people go up there, and it's just absolutely stunningly beautiful. I heard don't go there in the winter though.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
You better make friends with people because you ain't coming back down. You know, not until springtime. Is that true? I don't know. That's just what I've been told.
I'm gonna do one day. I'm gonna hike to the Blue Eye and the waterfalls, and then the next day I'm gonna do the Valbona hike, which is a really long one.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's about 18. Well, it's about 9 miles or so.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know what that is in kilometers. And then theoretically, I would be hiking back as well. But if not, I might have to get like a place on the other side and do it the next day.
Okay, sounds good. So for the weekend, you're going to be there, or you're going to?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a long weekend, take a day off work, and just make like a 3 or 4 day weekend out of it.
Very cool. Very cool. That's another place I've never been. So I'd like to see that. Jesse, come back.
I don't know. Jesse, are you coming? Where'd he go?
It's okay.
I think he got nervous.
Jeff, did you get the bear spray?
So guess what? This morning, we were already in the cab on our way to this mountain hike, which we planned this hike because we didn't want to go deep into the woods. And on our way, we got noticed that our bear spray had been delivered to DHL, but unfortunately they closed before we got back into town. And I don't think they're going to be open tomorrow. So I don't think we're going to get it till Monday. But it apparently has arrived here in Pocardetch. So we're very happy. And yes, I did order it from YouBuy. It was the only place I could find it. I didn't find it in any of the there were a couple gun stores in Toronto I tried. They didn't have like any type of spray. I thought they might have like pepper spray or something. And I couldn't find them in any outdoor stores.
Wow. Okay. I'm glad you got that. Patrick, do you have any, this is from Elo. How you doing, buddy? Patrick, do you have any other social media platforms where you post to kind of reach more people and watch your videos? I do have a Facebook page, but I'm really never on it. You know, just to be honest with you, I'm really never on it. I should probably start pushing that a little bit, but maybe I will. I should. I really should. But it is on Facebook, Retire Overseas with Patrick. Just like I said, I'm very rarely on it. So I'm afraid to tell people to go to it and then I don't show up. You know, be a poor host. You know. Don't want to do that. Wait, this one's for you, girl.
Besides bears, what animals, plants in Albania are dangerous? So I did a little bit of research on this. There's not too much really, but there are a few things. There's a couple poisonous snakes. There's 2 types of vipers here.
Scaring me.
They're not as, I mean, they're poisonous, but you would likely survive a bite from them. And then there are black widows, which I saw one today on the trail.
Oh, really?
So yeah. Other than that, I'm not aware of too many other dangerous things.
Right.
Probably some wolves.
Maybe. Wild dogs.
Wild dogs, yeah.
Wild dogs, yeah.
So the stray dogs are actually, I think, the biggest threat.
You know, it's weird though, and I know you're going to agree with me on it. The city dogs that are on the street
lovely.
are beautiful. Yeah, they'll come up to you and want to be pet. I think it's in the Tulies when you really get out there.
Yeah, when you get out on the trails, they get a little bit more aggressive.
Right.
They get spooked pretty easily, in my experience.
From Jeff, if you both launch a Instagram dropping pics that could drive traffic. Maybe.
You know, it's funny you say that. I haven't been doing that because I didn't want another account to manage, because I actually manage a whole bunch of accounts for work also, and it was just like too much. But I've noticed that most of the businesses in Albania don't have websites. They have Instagram pages. So when I'm trying to research businesses, they always have an Instagram and I can't access their information. So I finally opened one this past week just so that I could
very good
research like local businesses.
I've never tried to open an Instagram.
Yeah, maybe we could do a joint account.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Make it easier.
Okay, yeah. So that actually sounds like a good idea. I appreciate that. Elio, remember getting chased by a group of dogs after 11 p.m. Good times. Doesn't sound like good times, bro.
Yeah, actually, Elio, dogs are the reason that we ordered the bear spray. A couple weekends ago, we encountered a group of angry dogs on a trail, and we were pretty far away from civilization, far enough that no one would have hurt us. And it was a little scary. We were fine. We got away. But that was the second time I encountered angry dogs. And so that's why I decided to order the spray.
In Spider, yeah. What worry about? Not a dog fan. I love dogs. I mean, everyone loves dogs. Yeah. I know Andrew loves any pet, really.
All of them.
Yeah, them all. Phil Henry, good day, Patrick. April and Andrea. Phil, how you doing? Nice see you drop by. Thank you very much for the comment too, man. Hope you're doing okay. Elio, up in the mountains and hikes, you're probably come across farm dogs.
We have. The first angry dog that I met was a farm dog. He was just trying to keep me away from their property, but he was standing right in the middle of the trail, and I didn't want to approach him anymore, so I turned back. The dogs we encountered the other day, we weren't anywhere close to anybody's farms. I think they were strays.
Okay, and Animals Robert, this comes up sometimes. I want to make sure I explain it right. Did you consider, either one of us, did you consider creating a business or helping other foreigners coming to Albania, like giving advice, driving them around, and so on?
Patrick should.
No,
he really should.
No.
He needs something to do.
She's trying to get me a job. No, the thing is, I don't want to charge nobody. You know what I'm saying? As far as advice, I get worried giving advice because if I gave bad advice, it would crush me. I would feel horrible. And I want to make sure to do it right. An example, because like I said, we had something come up with the residency, and the guy's lawyer said something different than my lawyer, which made me feel terrible. So no, I don't see the business thing. A lot of stuff we'll try to do. We do for free. You know what I'm saying? You guys ask a question. If we have an answer, we'll give it. There's certain things that I don't personally talk about, taxes and the residency. Reason being, you shouldn't listen to a YouTuber once you listen to a lawyer. Okay, that's about the best way I can describe it. But other than that, if we can help people, sure.
Yeah, and I love the idea of that. I think that would be fun, but I don't have the time. I don't have the bandwidth for it. I still have a regular job, and I also do some volunteering, and I just don't have the extra bandwidth to start something new.
All right. Adventures Roaming retirees. Once you are retired, you don't want to work again. You nailed it, girl. This is the closest I'm going to work. You know, is right here on YouTube. This is about it. You know. But yeah, I'm blessed though, to be honest with you, because if I was back in the States, I couldn't retire, even with the pensions. Even with the pension, couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'd be working. And unfortunately, you fall into a trap, and I've talked about this, where people say, I'll work one more year, then I'll retire because I get a little bit more money. One more year. And it's a trap, because what happens is you work until your body breaks down, then you finally retire, and you can't go nowhere. There's going to come a point in time in my life where I'm not going to be able to travel, but I wanted to do that now. So I understand the trap, because money's a big issue. Believe me, I understand. But coming over here or going anywhere in the world, the whole thing for us is you got options. You don't have to pick up a, but study the planet. You know, don't let no one tell you can't do it. People are going to try to tear you down. Don't let them do it. Want to take that one?
Following up on the cue before, how different are expat resources in Poker Dutch than Tirana? He seems to be attracting more immigrants. I don't know about that.
Following up in the cube, question before, how different are expat resources? That you can get more stuff in Toronto, a lot easier. But we've discovered we can order stuff from like Megatech and big stores and have it delivered here. But there's always something going on in Toronto. You know, they'll have concerts. We saw boxing, all kinds of stuff, wine tasting.
There are more. I think there's a handful of expat groups that meet up in Toronto as well. I'm sure there probably are other places. I just haven't looked into that. I'm not aware of any here.
Right. There are expats sprinkled here too, and really throughout the country. But probably, I say Toronto and Duras probably have the most expats.
I think so. Yeah.
And it's not wanting to work. I get that. They'll buy me a coffee, maybe on a donation basis. Exactly. I do have a buy me a coffee. Andrea does too. Someone wants to buy us coffee. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, speaking of which, I've been trying now to respond with a video.
On Buy Me a Coffee?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know either. And I've done it and it's worked.
Oh, so you can say thank you on the
that's and
nice.
It's like a 30-second video where you can go, hey, Tim, thank you for the coffee.
That's cool.
Yeah. So,
okay. I'll do that too.
So what I started doing though, so I sent it, I'm like, did they ever get it?
Yeah.
So then I would email them and I go, man, did you get that video? And they're, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I wanted to make sure, because I don't want to blow no one off. James, one more thing is here. Use my VA medical. Oh, you can use VA in Panama? That's really cool. And you can. But man, what a surprise. What a good surprise. Okay. Adventures Roaming retirees. You need your health in retirement early as years to your life. Absolutely. Yeah. You're absolutely correct. So we feel blessed. Matter of fact, April just signed up for Social Security. So you're going to get her first check in June. Nice pay raise, so that'd be nice kicking in. We did it over the telephone. You can do phone appointments as well as online. We're struggling with the online part, so we did do the telephone interview. There's rumors they will end that. Is that true? I don't know. But as of now, you can do the. No, I think it's the wind. I think it's the wind. It's not right yet. You can hear my shutters if you hear that in the background. Want to take that one?
Where are we?
All right.
Back to when to retire. How much more a month would it take for you to do another year at work? 100 a month, 500 a month more.
What would it take? It would take you take an eye from me. Let's say 500. 500. But you know what though? Then I would think about no, because then the following year, what, another 500? Then another 500? It's the same trap Social Security pulls on you. Leave at 62, you get this. Stay at 63, a little bit more. When people tell me, well, look at the money you're leaving on the table. Man, my throat's really out of me. Well, look at the money you're leaving on the table. But I always say, look at the life you're leaving on the table. Because that's another good year that you could have traveled. Okay, I'm making some water. Can you take
Yeah,
it over?
sure.
Sorry.
Hurry up.
I will. I'll try to do fast.
Spider Webster says you two are the expat meetup for Poker Dutch. Yeah, I guess you're right. Cameos are also very cool. From Elio. Rick, hi from Springfield, Ohio. Hello, my old neck of the woods, my old stomping grounds.
Yeah, she's from Ohio.
And you're from Dayton, okay. Yeah, right next door. We arrive Tirana, 18th of April, Vloro, 1st of May. Excited for our first time in Albania, then back to the EU. Still hoping to cross paths. Regards, Rick and Eva.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah,
look us up. Like I always say, if we're in town, I'd love to meet you. I've met some great people, some great couples.
Mm-hmm.
Really have. But like I said, I don't want to say I'm definitely going to be here because me and April, this is a time of year where we're traveling a lot that I want to show her a lot. Like I said, like we got those good years. So I've learned the best thing to say is if I'm in town, I'd love to meet you. I've been blessed, met so many nice people here. So an hour later, okay, Jeff, look at life you were living on the table. Sounds like a YouTube.
Yeah, it does. Maybe even a short documentary.
Yeah. Man, I can't
You're right there.
I can't say it. And I got like a tickle in my throat right now.
Yeah, I actually do too.
Oh, it's been terrible.
But I was from hiking today.
Hiking, and I didn't in Toronto, but I've noticed here in Poker Desk it's worth it. But I do have allergies here. And we're coming up on spring, so I'm beginning to wonder if that's it. So I do got medicine. I just got to remember to take it all the time. Ventures Roman retirees hope to meet some expats when we are in Saranda. And depending on the time of year, if you're coming in the summer, you're going to meet them. That's a huge tourist area for the summer. So yeah, you're going to meet a lot of people there. So definitely depends on the time of year, like I said. Off season gets real quiet. Just like Vlora gets real quiet in the off season, But it'll be cool. But oh man, I'm looking forward to my trip.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing the videos too.
It's gonna be cool.
Jesse's always wanted to go to Poland.
Yeah, that'll be good. Want to take that one from Jeannie?
I am moving soon from US to Portugal and will try to visit Albania on my first opportunity. And it would be great to meet you both. Love your YouTube.
Thank you.
Love to meet you too.
Absolutely. Look us up, cruise into town, have coffee, maybe dinner or something. Maybe a cocktail or something. But figure something out. So it'll be good. Ed Hernandez, be careful working with Social Security. You'll end up reducing your payment based on how much you make. Very true. But we're taking it all. Or I'm lucky, none of our pensions have anything to do with federal work. So I feel bad, like servicemen. My mom worked in a post office and she got screwed on that Social Security, where she only gets $200 a month because they considered it. Yeah, they consider it double dipping. So if you retire from a federal job, they really stick it to you. Yeah, so it's horrible. Yeah, it's horrible. So I got lucky with that one. But let's see. You got Corsia coming up. Mm-hmm. I got Paul and April's going back to the States. Jesse's going back to the States.
Jesse's going back to the States for the whole summer. So he leaves in a month, which is a little bit sooner than we actually thought. He's really excited, though. He's got some really great work lined up, but it's going to be the first time that we've been apart for this long, so it'll be challenging.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, Mama Bear. I can see it coming out right. Yep.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, it's National Park Life. Does he go for 3 months or 6?
He says 6, but we'll talk him into coming back sooner.
Yeah, we'll get on.
Yeah.
We'll say April's going to cook for him.
We'll send him pictures of April's food and adventures and all the fun we're having.
Jeannie, it's a deal. Absolutely. Me for coffee,
awesome.
maybe dinner. We'll plan it. Okay. So looking forward to it. Like I said, I have a lot of people been emailing me, telling me they're coming out. So good. Love to meet, like I said, if I'm in town. I felt bad because when I set up this trip to Poland, one guy told me months ago, he goes, hey, I'm coming out then. I'm sorry, I can't change our retirement plans, like that. So like I said, if we're in town, yeah, we'd love to meet you. Met some great people.
Yeah.
Great people. So things are going well. But let's reduce this. I thought it's killing me. 39 minutes. Oops. What I'm doing sometimes I go out and what happens is my eyesight is so bad now that I blow up the chat screen so I'm not like throwing my head right into the laptop. Let me get out of the bottom here though. Robert, can you recommend a good Airbnb in Polka Dots?
We haven't stayed in any Airbnbs here, right?
Correct. But Leary. Yeah. You know what they do a lot of times here? They'll have places vacant all year until the summer. And then what they'll do is they'll just rent it out during the summertime and then shut it down. But if you're going to come out just for the summer here, try to book a place early because they're going to go up fast, you know? So, but do I know of an Airbnb here? No, but I know there's places that you can rent for the month. Like Craig's parents were going to come out here. They were going to come out for the month of May, and they were going to get it for $200 for the month of May, for the entire month, $200, fully furnished apartment. But if you go to June, the price is going to go up because it's tourist season.
Yeah.
You know, so stay out of tourist season. $200 a month for a fully furnished apartment. A couple minutes walk to the beach. You know, just downright beautiful. Oh, my throat is so scratchy.
I thought you were better. I'm sitting next to you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I am better. I'm not going to get you
If I'm sick tomorrow, it's your fault.
I promise.
It's okay. I dropped in on your live.
I'm glad you did. You're always welcome. Jeff, wow, 200, great deal. Yeah, dude, I was stunned at that. But like I said, the off season, but $200 for a fully furnished place, a couple of minutes walk to the beach. Yeah, but Toronto's definitely more expensive. But guys, before I get Andrea sick, I gotta let you go. Man, my sinus.
Do you want me to leave?
No, you're always welcome here. But we're gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for doing the live. Probably I might throw up that drilling video right before I leave Toronto. Get better soon. Yeah, I got it. But thank you so much. Thank you, Andrea, for stopping by. She's always welcome. Pay attention. I'm looking forward to her video coming out, for her trip. So
hopefully I'll get it up tonight, if not tomorrow.
Yeah, so it'll be great. And if I'm wrong, Jojo, thank you. Susan, Potter, Patrick, since you mentioned your vision, how's the optical there? Haven't seen an optometrist here yet. Need to do it. My glasses are still good to go, so good. So safe travels, Jeff. You too, buddy. All right, you guys, take care. Remember, we love you guys. All right, bye-bye.